What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Don, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a minute, but you know we do this every week. A lot to talk about. No news on the Super Bowl yet because I got a video on that shortly. Maybe in the next couple of days I will post on that. But today I got to talk about my man, my boy, Kristaps Porzingis. It appears that he has gone down with a ACL injury. Not sure if this will end his season, but he's definitely out for the All-Star game. And I just wanted to speak on that today. You know, sad news on that department, because the New York Knicks don't really have a bona fide superstar after Porzingis. And the angle that I want to take it on, really like to look at what the Knicks got now. Like my theory on what Porzingis was useful for in New York is not what most people are thinking. So I'm gonna explain that to you actually in about a minute or so. Please, if you haven't, check out the other series that I got going on from Donny Talks. I got a couple of videos out already on some on LeVar Ball, Blake Griffin, and even LeBron James. Those will definitely be in the description, and I will make sure that I have annotations and all that good stuff above so that you can check that out as well. Now then, let's get into it. Kristaps Porzingis, in my opinion, he was always gonna get hurt just because of his size. He's almost 7'3", 7'4", moving almost like not even like a center, more like a four. Like it's like a hybrid of a 3 and a 4 guard. And because of his size and his weakness, like he doesn't have enough strength yet for his body to sustain his height. He's always injury prone. I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but if you watch the Knicks, a lot of the times when Porzingis goes up for dunks and stuff like that, he always lands awkwardly. Or when he falls to the floor, he always falls so awkwardly, and you always hold your breath because you don't know if this is gonna be an injury that's gonna sideline him for a long time or really come back from that. Kristaps Porzingis has never really been hurt before, so it's hard to kind of see. It's hard to kind of know how he bounces back from this. But my theory that I wanted to discuss is the following. See, if it was me, I would trade Kristaps Porzingis for Kawhi Leonard by the summertime. I would have traded him. Now we have a little bit of an issue because I don't think the San Antonio Spurs is going to entertain something like that with Porzingis coming off an injury or still being injured at the time because obviously, we don't know how long Porzingis is going to be hurt for. And that leaves New York kind of to figure out what they want to do from here because now that they don't have Porzingis, obviously Melo is gone. As you see Melo in the picture, I just thought it was a cool picture. Shout out to Keith Allison, by the way. I'll put a link to his Flickr below. Where did the Knicks go from here? I just read that they traded Willie Hernan-Gomez for a second-round pick and something O'Brien. I don't even know the guy's name. He's a second-round pick. So that's actually my main issue with all of this because I don't know now that it's possible for the Knicks to get stronger by trade, even by draft. It's gonna take the Knicks a long time. So for the Knicks to move forward from here, they actually just faced a huge setback. I think the best option that they had was to trade Porzingis, even though a lot of people might hate me for it, but if you think about it, if we got Kawhi Leonard, bona fide star, keep maybe 2 or 3 assets, go younger, build a team for the future. So let's say like 2-3 years, we'd be a solid contender for a championship, And I don't think people realize that it was always gonna happen this way. Kristaps Porzingis was never gonna stay healthy. Especially, and I'm not even surprised that it happened this year because this is the year that Porzingis was getting the most of the touches. He was getting the ball a lot, and guess what? He was getting tired, right? First of all, Melo felt like that all the time, but that's a different video. Second of all, when you play for a team like the Knicks, you're good enough to win games, but you're not good enough to really compete for anything, which is it's a tiring thing on its own because you're really not playing for anything, you know what I mean? Like, as far as the Knicks go, yeah, they won some games at the beginning of the year, but by the time in the middle of the season, we're at the All-Star break now, the New York Knicks aren't going anywhere. That's why everybody's on the trade block. From Kyle O'Quinn, Courtney Lynn, Joakim Noah, we're all looking to kind of try and make some moves right now because I don't know if they were gonna do it. I'm just saying I'm not saying that I have heard this. I mean I've heard of the scenario before, but I always thought that it was probably best to trade Porzingis for Kawhi, and I knew that it was not gonna happen this trade deadline. But I was thinking definitely by the summer we would entertain something like that, and I think that's out of the window now. So because of this, the Knicks might go back 2 years. You don't know. You don't know how Porzingis is gonna come back from this. You don't really know what assets do the Knicks really have that you can call it assets, besides Frankie, Frankie Ntilikina. So like right now we don't really have a lot. We don't have enough to make a major move anymore. Our biggest asset is gone, which is also the reason why everybody else is on the trade block. But the problem with that is, what can we get back for those guys? If all we can get back is some draft picks, we're looking at a maybe a 2 year decline. We were talking about maybe building something in the next year or so already with all the cap space that we might be able to free. That's why Joakim Noah is a big piece of the puzzle that we're trying to deal out. But right now, it doesn't seem like any of that is possible because nobody wants Noah's contract. Courtney Lynn is a good player, but he's not a player that he's on a decent team. Courtney Lynn is a nice addition, but since the New York Knicks aren't really going anywhere, he would be a good asset, to trade. So it'd be interesting to see what we can get back for that. But I feel for Porzingis because this was supposed to be his breakout year. He kind of ran out of steam towards the end, and then you get unlucky like this. But this is how the NBA is. You never know. He's already like the second or third player on Team LeBron. To go down through injury. So that alone shows you nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. What's next for the Knicks? We'll see by trade deadline. Trade deadline is Thursday. Let's see what the Knicks can get out of that. I might do a follow-up video. I might not. Still a lot to talk about in the NBA. But I just wanted to have you guys' thoughts. What do you think? Are the Knicks going backwards now, 2 year decline, or do you still have hope for the future with the Knicks? What do you see happening here? Do you see the Knicks getting stronger, or do you just think that this is another blow to a franchise who hasn't had success in maybe the last 10, 15 years, Let your boy Donny know in the comment section. Let's go for 10 likes today. Check out the other videos in the Donny Talk series. It's a very popular series. This is by the man. I'm doing this. I'm getting a lot of positive reviews from everywhere, so I'm keeping this up. Look forward to a FIFA goals complication video soon, rather than later, but I'm still working on that as well. It's your boy Donny, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.